for a man or a young man proposing or thinking of getting married, have that at the back of your mind, that you are leaving your parents. You are leaving them, not leaving them as in not talking to them anymore, but the association you have with them is now going to be diverted to your woman. And if you can have that established, then when problems and issue comes from parents, because you've resolved it already in your mind, you'll be able to overcome it much easier. So I would say to a young man, for instance, in my case, I got married to my wife, but I stayed close to my parents. And I realized later on in my marriage that, I've opened doors to one or two problems. So for a young man, think about that carefully. Secondly, do your best to make sure that the woman is coming to join you. You're not going to join the woman. And what I mean by that is that you need to be responsible.
Wow,
you need to be responsible for the woman. Because you are the one who married that woman. So it's vitally important that you have your plans, your vision, your dreams in place to accommodate the woman.
As Rose in the house, we're from African backgrounds, you know. It's easy to say, well, I do the cooking, I do the cleaning, all this. But in this country, it's slightly different. You know, you see, that's where, the issues comes in. We have to be practical, like if I am the one that goes out, say maybe I leave the house at 5 a.m. in the morning, of course I'm supposed to take care of the children, but they're sleeping when I'm leaving. So if my husband goes to work at 10, obviously he has to do the waking up of the children, getting them to have their bath and all sorts of things. Before then, it's not a role reversal, it's us taking responsibility for our home and for our children and doing what we need to do, But then you find that in some cases, some men would refuse to, well, before you go at 5 a.m., you must make sure the children have had their bath or the children have eaten. But when the children goes to school at 9, would you wake them up at 5? Just to, So, sometimes where we are, sometimes changes our role, but then it's knowing that we don't take advantage. That because this is where we are now, is the man that will always do the cooking or is the man that will always do the washing up. No. It's just sometimes we need to give ourselves some liberty, for us to be able to say, well, I'm going to do this. And that's where communication comes in.